es la parte, porque los sit-bones son los ositos de acá, y luego está tu tailbone. Y usualmente cuando hacemos boat, everyone tries to be on the tailbone, pero es un poquito más para atrás, donde sientes la parte como, like not your tailbone, pero tampoco your sacrum, es un ajá. Guáchale, guáchale. Y por eso te digo que cuando, especially for me, cuando yo quería hacer boat, quería estar en mi tailbone. Y no se puede. Pero luego encuentras ese lugarcito where it's like, oh, yeah.
Because he did say something about like the pelvic bone or something.
Ajá, like, do your pelvic tilt.
Yeah.
Sí. Okay, ya.
And he was like, when he was down and he was like my back is touching, but for them it's like the
It's that.
just the bottom.
Y con las patillas para arriba.
And then you had to get up, and I'm like, oh no, I can't do it. But I'm like, okay, whatever you can do.
Yes, chica. De eso se trata, ¿eh? De lo que podamos hacer. De lo que podamos hacer. Bueno, ¿de dónde vienen, chicas? From far? Inglewood. All right. My son was born in, bueno, ya no está, el Freeman Occupational, el hospital que estaba enfrente de the cemetery. Y cada vez que... Ajá. ¿También tú? Ah! Okay, yeah.
So it's mom and daughter?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, it's every time they ask my son, oh, where were you born? He's like, Inglewood. I'm like, sí, pero ya no está ese hospital. But yeah, that's where he was born, Inglewood. Oh, okay, the drive wasn't that bad then. No. Muy bien. Muy bien.
Yo le digo a mi kid, I'm like, where I was born, the hospital's not there anymore. It was on Slauson.
¿Cuál?
I don't know.
On
But my mom said it was on Slauson, donde está el otro cemetery, but like back. If it was in the 80s, I don't know.
Oof, girl, no. When my son was born, it was in the 90s. Ya más para atrás, no sé. No sé. Bueno, we'll wait for people to walk in. Yo me llamo Rita, and our class today is beginner friendly. What does that even mean? Nada, because when you practice yoga, it's not about having a certain level. It's not about being strong or flexible. It's about experiencing your body in the present moment, right? So what does that mean? That means que yo ya sé que ahorita yo no puedo hacer handstands, and that's fine. All I can do is try and use the muscles that need to get me there, but that's it. Don't have any expectations de que vas a hacer esto y que vas a hacer lo otro. We're going to do whatever we can do. Y a mí me gusta enseñar las clases integral with everything that is yoga. So vamos a empezar con un poquito de respiración, la pranayama, luego movimiento, y al fin vamos a meditar, porque usualmente la meditación la hacemos más o menos cuando estamos en Shavasana, la última postura que estamos acostadas. Pero antes de terminar la clase, después de Shavasana, vamos a experimentar un poquito de meditación para saber cómo se siente, ¿no? Entonces, para lo primero, nuestra pranayama o la respiración vital, la energía vital, les voy a invitar a dos cosas. Una, de sentarse así como estamos, o dos, sentarse en su block o en your bolster. ¿Por qué? ¿Qué hace esto? Nos ayuda con la tensión que tenemos entre las piernas y las rodillas y nos ayuda a mantener la columna un poquito más alta. So whatever you want, if that feels good, go ahead and do it. Si no, está bien. La postura de las piernas can be however you want. Crisscross, one in front of the other, one on top of the other, lo que se sienta a gusto. And what we want to do and make sure is that our sits bones, los huesitos de las pompis, estén planos al tapete o al cojín. And you're going to inhale your spine nice and long. Shake out whatever you need to en el cuello, en los hombros. Las manos y los brazos donde estén más a gusto. So you can put them on your lap. You can interlace your fingers entre las piernas. Pero lo que vamos a hacer es mantener la columna erigida, crown of the head up to the sky. And we're going to bring our gaze forward. And we're not going to close our eyes for this, but we're going to listen and just try to have that gaze como que mirando a todos los lugares y a ninguno al mismo tiempo. And taking a couple of breaths here. En nuestra postura de meditación. Vamos a dejar que la cara se haga suave. Vamos a observar la respiración, our normal breath, as we inhale, as we exhale. Muy bien. Then we're going to bring our left hand to our heart center. Aquí sobre el pecho y la derecha sobre la pancita. And I want you to notice your breath. And that's all you're doing is just noticing. ¿Cómo estás respirando normalmente? ¿Qué es lo que sientes? Que la mano izquierda sube y baja o la mano derecha. And then we're just going to pay a little more close attention. The next time we inhale, noticing how the air goes in through the nose, down la garganta, and into our pulmones, our lungs, right in that heart center. And in this next inhale, I want you to bring it all the way bottom, in between the rib cage, and see if we can even feel the rib cage expand. A lo mejor that right thumb feels a little push as we inhale. And then the next inhale, we're going to bring that breath all the way down hasta lo más profundo de la pancita. Feeling that right hand, get a gentle push cuando inhalamos, and as we exhale, let it all out, como que si el ombligo lo estuvieran empujando hacia atrás, hasta la columna. And I want you to continue this, inhaling as deep as you can, feeling your chest, rib cage, belly full, and gently exhaling, pushing that belly button all the way to the back, to the spine. Muy bien. We're going to do this 3 more times. Inhaling, llenando to the fullest the lungs, pushing out the rib cage, pushing down on the bottom of the belly. And then we're going to come back to a normal breath. All right, let those hands go. Give yourself a little wiggle, un movimiento libre, whatever your body needs. Vamos a practicar un poquito más de respiración. This pranayama technique se llama Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath, alguien dijo, se oye como Darth Vader respirando. And that's exactly what it sounds like, but really soft. And so what you're going to do is, you're going to notice on your inhale, that place in the back of your throat where the air goes through. You're going to try to close that spot up so that when you inhale, it sounds a little bit like okay. Do that a couple of times. As you inhale, close the back of your throat up para que sientan como que si el aire se está empujando as you inhale para adentro. Casi como que si estamos roncando. You know when you're kind of snoring but kind of not? Yeah. And then we're going to do that on the exhale. So when we inhale our ujjayi, and when we exhale, we're going to do the same thing. And sometimes the exhale feels a little better. A veces cuando nos enojamos, que hacemos, eso es lo que se tiene que sentir, right? Una vez más. Normal breath. All right, estás en un movimiento libre. That was our pranayama de ujjayi, okay? Practice that at home. A ver qué dicen los familiares. What are you doing? Practicing my Darth Vader. All right. Vamos a empezar nuestra práctica with some gentle movement from top to bottom. Así que if you want to keep sitting on your bolster, you can. Si no, I invite you to come down and get comfy in our Sukhasana. Sukhasana pose is what they call literally the seated pose. A veces, it's also known as an easy pose, pero depende quién eres. Sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. So however you feel most comfortable. Again, crossed on top or one in front of the other. We're going to gently inhale our spine nice and tall. Y vamos a dejar que la cabeza caiga hacia el lado derecho. You're going to keep your shoulders soft, hands and arms wherever they feel comfortable. And you're just going to feel that gentle stretch on that left side of the neck. You're going to let your head roll forward y la vamos a dejar caer hasta el otro lado. You're going to feel that right side get a gentle stretch. On the exhale, let your shoulders relax, spine still nice and tall. Y vamos a dejar que la cabeza ruede hacia adelante. This time we're going to let the head roll all the way back, círculos completos. Spine still tall, shoulders relaxed. And this could be as slow or as fast as you want. Muy bien. The next time the head rolls forward, vamos a pausar, mirar entre las piernas just for a little bit, and then we're going to reverse our circles in the other direction. Manteniendo la columna erguida, los hombros relajados, y observando all the places that you get that gentle stretch in, a lo mejor del hombro a la oreja, from the center of the spine all the way to the base of the neck, a lo mejor aquí el pecho que se estira cuando la quijada sube hacia arriba. Muy bien. Next time the head rolls forward, we're going to take a little pause and we're going to join our breath with movement. So on the next inhale, we're going to bring our gaze all the way up. Inhale and exhale, looking right back down. Keeping the spine nice and straight. Y vamos a seguir, inhalando hacia arriba, exhalando hacia abajo. At your own pace, lo que se sienta más a gusto en tu cuerpo. Regresamos a una postura neutral, looking forward, giving yourself whatever gentle movement you need to. Y de vez en cuando vamos a cambiar la postura de las piernas because we want to balance this pose as well. So just switch it out. Whatever is in front, put in the back. Whatever is on top, put on the bottom. Y nos acomodamos de nuevo. All right, vamos a continuar con los hombros. You're going to bring your fingertips together and you're going to bring them to your shoulders. Your elbows pointing straight forward. And we're going to do some shoulder circles. Your elbows are going to lead the way. So on the inhale, I want you to bring your elbows all the way up, all the way back, opening your heart. Exhale, elbows down. And you're going to do this at your own pace. Inhalando as those elbows come up and exhalando as the elbows come down. Big circles. Y siempre digo esto that you might feel or hear those snap, crackle, pops, and that's just our bodies working out those knots. Manteniendo la respiración fluida. Next time your elbows come forward, we're going to take a little pause and we're going to reverse the circles. Esta vez, exhale down, inhale up. And maybe noticing the difference in direction. Maybe one feels a little bit easier than the other. And it's just noticing, no judgments, conectándonos con nuestro cuerpo. Muy bien. Just a couple more. And letting the arms roll all the way down. Dense en un movimiento libre. We're going to continue. Moving your leg position around one more time. We're going to bring our fingertips to the sides of our mat. We're going to inhale our heart nice and open. We're going to flip our palms up and inhale the arms all the way up. Inhale high. We're going to hold it here for a couple of breaths. I want you to notice a couple of things. Are your arms nice and straight? Are your palms facing each other? Maybe your arms are next to your ears. Maybe they're a little bit wider. Whatever that looks like, keep your arms nice and straight. Hold it here for a couple of breaths. Maybe notice all the strength that you're using in your side body, en la pancita, en la espalda. Just notice. Muy bien. Palms out, bring those arms down, exhale. Palms up, inhale hacia arriba. Palms hacia afuera, exhalamos hacia abajo. All right, do this at your own pace. Palms up, inhale. Palms out, exhalando. Muy bien, le vamos a seguir. Todos los movimientos, como decía el Chapulín Colorado, bien fríamente calculados, nice and slow. All right, next time, we're going to inhale our arms up. We're going to place our palms facing forward, and then we're going to gently fall forward. Las palmas al tapete. Así quédate, you're fine right there. O sabes qué, también puedes usar un block. Agarra tu block para que puedas alcanzar así un poquito más alto. Perfect. Let your head and neck gently collapse. Let your spine gently curve. Lo que queremos sentir es que el cuerpo está cayéndose sobre las piernitas, que la columna se está estirando suavemente. We're not trying to push ourselves to where this feels uncomfortable. Despacito, muy bien. Walking our hands back to our body. Irgiendo la columna, give yourself one more movement. Y vamos a continuar. Coming into a twist here. Pon tu block atrás de tu espalda, like right towards the center. Because we're going to place our fingertips on the side again one more time. Inhale our arms up. And we're going to bring that left hand all the way to the back. We're going to bring that right hand to the outside of that left thigh. And we're going to twist and look over that left shoulder. Muy bien. And what we want to make sure that we're doing here is that our spine is still nice and straight. That those back fingertips are gently propping us up to keep that spine straight. That we're twisting at the smallest of the waist, ahí como en el mismo nivel que el ombliguito, ahí es donde nos estamos girando, and using that right hand to gently press and twist us over and back, looking over that left shoulder. Staying here for a couple of breaths, noticing when we inhale, ¿dónde es que se va esa inhalación? All right, just a couple of more breaths here. And very slowly, on that next exhale, we're going to inhale, bring our arms all the way up, and we're going to switch sides. This time, la mano izquierda a la pierna derecha, and that right hand all the way towards the center back. Again, let those back fingertips prop you up so that your spine is nice and tall. Let that left hand gently guide you, twisting towards the back, y la mirada hacia atrás sobre el hombro derecho. We're twisting at the smallest of the waist, aquí donde empieza el ombliguito. Crown of the head up to the sky. We're going to stay here a couple of more breaths in this pose. Every time we inhale, feel the spine get nice and long. And every time we exhale, a lo mejor nos podemos girar un poquito más hacia atrás, just a little bit. Keeping the breath nice and fluid, la carita suave. We'll stay here 3 more breaths. All right, on that next inhale, giramos hacia adelante, manos hacia arriba, palmas hacia adelante, and we're going to fold over one last time. Manos planas al tapete, let your head and neck relax. Two more breaths, letting the spine gently curve. All right, walking the hands back to our bodies, giving yourself whatever gentle movement. ¿Cómo vamos? ¿Bien? All right. De aquí vamos a estirar las piernitas hacia adelante. And we're going to bring them out just a little bit wider than our hips, not all the way out. We're not trying to do the splits, just where we feel que los huesitos de las pompis están bien anclados al tapete. And you're going to keep your toes active, pointing up. That means que tus pantorrillas and your muslos are active. You're going to keep your spine nice and tall. Let's use our props. Agarren su block. Entre las manos on the longest side. We're going to inhale our arms up. Aquí ya, estamos bien, yes? All right, keeping that block up and high. We're going to twist at the waist, looking towards those right toes. And then we're going to exhale. Bring the block as close as you can to those toes. And then you're going to slide your block all the way to the left. You're going to inhale your block up. You're going to twist and do it all over. As you exhale, block towards your toes, slide towards the left. Inhale, come up, twist, exhale, come down. Y voy a platicar un poquito más de lo que generalmente se hace en la asana o las posturas de yoga. Usualmente, when we inhale, our body parts, our limbs, are moving outwards, away from us. Next time we come to the center, take a little pause and we're going to reverse. We're going to turn to the left. We're going to exhale. We're going to slide to the right and inhale. Keep those toes active. Y cada vez que exhalamos, we're bringing back our limbs towards our body. So just keep that in mind. Generally speaking, sometimes it doesn't feel right, or maybe in our bodies, we just don't think that that's the most efficient way to move. So that's why I say, en general, muy bien. 2 more times. Inhale, coming up. Twisting, exhale, coming down. All right. Next time our arms come up to the sky, hold your little brick nice and high and exhale it all the way forward. As far away from you as you can, just set it down. Relax your toes. Walk your hands back. Give yourself some gentle movement. Muy bien. Put your block somewhere close by. A lo mejor lo vamos a usar, a lo mejor no. And we're going to get on to our tabletop. So in our tabletop, we're going to make sure that our hands are under our shoulders. Our knees are under our hips. And your toes could either be on the mat o con la parte superior plana al tapete, whatever feels right. We're going to go into some cat-cows. And so our cat is literally bringing the spine up, letting the head and the hips come towards center. And our cow is letting the belly come down, hips and crown of the head up to the sky. Y vamos a seguir esto, nuestras vacas y nuestros gatos. As we inhale, let the belly drop. And as we exhale, let the spine gently curve. Muy bien. Catsy cows, catsy cows. When you inhale, dropping the belly, let the belly button get as far down as possible. When you exhale, let the belly button come up almost as if it wants to touch the spine. Los brazos activos, las piernas fuertes. And again, find what works for you. Maybe toes on the mat, maybe top of the feet on the mat. All right, 2 more times. Letting the spine get nice and hydrated. Muy bien. Coming to a neutral tabletop. We're going to get into our child's pose. Vamos a traer las rodillas hacia los lados, maybe towards the edges of the mat, and you're going to try to bring those toes touching in the back, top of the feet flat. You're going to let your hips come down, and you're going to bring the arms all the way forward. Palms planas al tapete. You're going to try and let that head and neck relax in between the arms. Let the belly relax in between the thighs. Muy bien. Nuestro child's pose. Aquí quiero que busquen lo más cómodo. What does that mean? That means that your belly is right in between the thighs, that your knees are comfy. If you need to bring them out wider, you can. That your spine and back are getting a nice long stretch with your palms touching and being flat on the mat. Muy bien. 2 more breaths here. And slowly we're going to come back up. Tabletop. Getting into our tabletop again, nice and strong. Aquí vamos a hacer un poquito más de trabajo, a little bit of core, a little bit of balance. So either toes on the mat or top of the feet flat. What we're going to make sure is that we see a straight line from the crown of the head all the way to the tailbone. What you want to do is imagine it, because I know you can't see it, but I can. All right, de aquí. We're going to inhale, and we're going to bring that left leg all the way back. You have an option. You can keep your toes on the mat, or you can bring that leg up, but keep it hip height, que no se levante más para arriba, hip height, toes facing down. And then you're going to inhale and bring that right arm up. Fingertips towards me. Stay here. Use your breath. Crown of the head forward. Ya sé. Si nos caemos, it's okay. You won't fall too far. You're fine. Good. All right. Using your breath. Inhale. Imagine yourself getting nice and long. Exhale. Grounded and strong. If your knees are a little bit sensitive, pueden usar la cobija para que les dé un poquito de support. All right. Coming back. Tabletop. Give yourself some gentle movement. We're going to do the other side. When you're ready, the tabletop, you're going to inhale that right leg up. Either keep the toes on the mat or bring it up hip height. And then you're going to inhale that left hand forward. Fingertips towards me, palms towards the center. Your gaze is down and forward. Esto es nuestra postura de sunbird o pajarito del sol. And use your breath. Inhale long. Exhale, grounded, fuerte, activo. Two more breaths. And gently bring it down. Give yourself otro movimiento libre. And this time, we're going to bring our knees right under our hips, and we're going to let the hips fall all the way back. We're going to let the arms come forward, las manos planas al tapete, y quiero que sientan la pancita sobre la pierna. Let your head and neck collapse. Let the spine expand. Muy bien. From here, I want you to just look forward. Look at your palms. See where they're at. Imagine that they're super glued to the mat. What we're going to do is vamos a inhalar, levantar las caderas, flip those toes on the mat, and you're going to inhale your hips all the way up. Down dog. Bringing the hips up and back. Let the head come in between the arms. And I want you to hold it here. I'm going to take a look at you, because down dog se trata no de tener las piernas straight or the feet flat on the mat. I want you to put a little bend in your knees, And I want you to imagine a straight line from your wrists all the way to your hips. All right, look forward. Bring your shoulders over your wrist. And then we're going to come down, knees, and gently come into a child's pose. Take a little break. Maybe move your your wrists around. Maybe just get a little movement going, whatever your body needs to, because we're going to go back into our down dog. When you're ready, palms flat, looking forward, inhaling those hips up, toes on the mat, bringing those hips up and back. Hold it here. Down dog. Muy bien. Muy bien. Okay, chicas, is it okay if I touch you really quick? See? Okay. Give me a little bend in your knees. Nope. Así estás bien. Sink your chest towards your thighs, but keep a bend in the knees. Yes. This is a straight line right here. Okay? Así estás bien. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Perfect. Perfect. Abre los piecitos un poquito más. Yep, just like that. Listen, you guys are so strong. All right, look forward. Shoulders over your wrist. Coming into a little baby plank. And bring your knees down. Child's pose. Move those wrists around. Take a little break. I know, down dog is hard. You're using a lot of muscles. You're stretching out a lot of things. ¿Qué se siente que se está estirando? La espalda, la panza, las piernas, the front, the back, the sides. Yes. All right. We're going to do down dog one more time. So when you're ready, de tu child's pose. Manos planas. We're going to inhale. Hips come up. Toes flip. Bring those hips up and back. We're going to take one breath here. And then we're going to walk our feet to our hands. We're going to come into a forward fold. Let the head and neck hang. Grab onto your elbows. And just hang out here. I want you to notice one thing. Is the crown of your head towards the ground? Are your knees gently bent? Yes. Agárrense los coditos. And maybe you just gently sway from side to side. Maybe bending one knee after the other. All right, coming back to a neutral forward fold. Vamos a dejar que las manos caigan. Vamos a deslizar los dedos sobre las piernas. So sliding those fingertips up the legs, up the shins, las rodillas hasta arriba. Sliding them up the side body. All the way till you reach the sky, nice and high. No importa dónde estén las palmas, adelante, a los lados, al centro. Just stretch and exhale. Bring those hands down. Give yourself a little wiggle, a little jiggle. How's everyone? ¿Todo bien? Sudando, pero no, ¿verdad? Okay, muy bien. Nice and slow. De aquí, top of the mat. Feet hip width apart en nuestro Tadasana. ¿Qué quiere decir Tadasana? Postura de montaña, nice and strong. So hands to the sides, spine tall. De aquí vamos a inhalar las manos hacia arriba. Keep them alongside your ears. And we're going to gently flex at the hips and the knees. We're going to come into our chair pose. Join your palms and bring them to your heart center, pero quédense sentaditas. All right, stay here. Looking forward. Find that balance. What does that balance mean? That balance means that your legs are strong, that you're not too forward, that you're not shifted too back, that you can lift your toes up, that maybe you can gently sway from side to side. Find your balance in this chair. All right. Fold forward. Let the hands come down. Bring those hips up, forward fold. Slowly slide those fingers up the legs, hasta arriba. Reaching up nice and tall. Y hasta abajo. All right, shake it out. We're going to do that one more time. From our Tadasana, nuestra postura de montaña. Inhale your arms up. We're going to exhale, bending at the hips and the knees as deep as we can. When you find that depth, you're going to join your palms, bring them to heart center, but keep that spine active. ¿Qué es lo que estamos sintiendo aquí? A lo mejor la activación en la parte de los costados del cuerpo. A lo mejor in the legs, nice and strong. Los glutes active también. El cuello activo, getting a nice long spine, crown of the head up and forward. Muy bien. Let the hands come down. Forward fold, levantamos las caderas. Stay here for a breath. And slowly bring those fingers sliding up. Rolling the spine hasta arriba. Gentle reach. And exhale. Muy bien. Dense un movimiento libre. ¿Cómo vamos? Bien. Muy bien, ¿verdad? All right. I'm saying muy bien. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe. Okay. Quiero que traigan su block al centro de su tapete. Y este va a ser un poquito de balance, de estiramiento. And again, the asana practice, la práctica de las posturas or poses, is to connect to our bodies, to know our limitations, nuestra capacidad, literally to know our bodies. So, vamos a traer el pie derecho sobre el block. And if your toes hang out towards the front, that's fine. What I want to make sure is that your heel and the ball of your foot are on the block. ¿Todos bien? Okay. Nos vamos a subir. Yeah. Y con este otro balancense, whatever that looks like. All right. Inhalamos los brazos hacia arriba. Two options. Either hands to prayer in front of your heart or hands on the hips, okay? Those are your two options. And you can check which one works better for you during this whole practice. De aquí, vamos a levantar esa pierna izquierda so that it can come off the ground. All right, stay here. Observan sus caderas. Because what we want to make sure is that they're both on the same level, that we don't have sassy hips, and that we're not bringing that left foot up, that left leg up too high. Nice and straight. All right, de aquí, we're just going to gently sweep the foot all the way back, as far back as we can, without dipping forward, sin hacer eso. All right, you're going to hold it here. You're working out your glute. You're working out that thigh, maybe the toes, maybe the calf. And then you're going to gently sweep it forward. Toes active and pointed as high as you can. And it doesn't have to be super high. You just want to feel that thigh active, the calf, the toes. And again, keeping those hips on the same level, not one higher than the other. Hold it here. All right, gently bring it down, nice and slow, not too fast. Swing it back. Hold it here, 2 breaths. And then you're going to swing it forward. One more time. Toes active, keep those toes active. 2 breaths here. And gently bring that foot down. All right, let's get off that block. ¿Qué sentimos? Muchas cosas? Good. All right, just a little balance practice. And of course, the activation of toda la musculatura de las piernitas. We're going to do that on the other side, okay? So when you're ready, bring the left foot on. Inhale and come up. Find your balance here, okay? Find your balance. Maybe if you had your hands on your hip, you want to bring your hands to heart. Yo no sé. Whatever works for you. All right, try to keep those hips same height. When you're ready, you're going to bring that left leg back. And you're going to hold it here a couple of breaths. Quiero que sientan cómo es que el cuerpo está trabajando. What is it that's being active? Core, obliques, that back glute, that thigh, toes, maybe calf. And not just on this leg, but also on the left one. What is the left one doing? A veces sentimos those little wandering muscles that are trying to keep us balanced. That is exactly what our body is doing, finding balance. All right, swing that right leg forward. Toes active. El muslo activo, las pantorrillas. A lo mejor a veces ayuda a enfocarnos in one place, enfrente. All right, swing that leg back. 2 breaths. And when you're ready, 2 breaths, bring that leg forward. Toes active. All right, gently bring that leg down. Gently come off. Give yourself a little stretch. All right, still using our blocks. We're going to come into a balanced pose, nuestra postura de árbol. So you're going to bring your right foot on it, on the block, and gently balance yourself with that left foot. You're going to bring the flat of the left foot to the block and your ankle. All right, that knee pointing out towards the left. You can keep your hands in las caderas or bring them to heart center, whatever you want. And you're going to gently start to slide that left foot up. And put the toes on the block. Yeah, all right. A little more. We're going to bring the flat of the foot hasta la pantorrilla. Dang, look at you yogis. Mira, mira. Keep those knees pointed out towards the left. Try to have those hips open. That left side, nice and open. Spine tall. Crown of the head up to the sky. 2 more breaths. And slowly come down. All right, shake it off, come all the way down. Nadie se cayó, muy bien. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So when you're ready, bringing that left foot on top of the block. Finding balance with that right foot. Bringing the flat of the right onto the block. We can stay here. Or maybe slide those toes on top of the block. And when you're ready, when you want a little bit more, you're going to bring the flat of the foot all the way up to the inside of the calf, la rodilla hacia el lado derecho, getting a nice opening in the hips, and your hands can stay exactly where they're at, en las caderas o en el corazón, whatever feels good. Hold it here, 3 more breaths. Inhaling, feeling your spine get nice and long, And as you exhale, nice and grounded, rooted and strong. Muy bien. We're going to gently come off. Shake it off. Ya son professional yogis, eh? Yeah. Certificado at the end of class. Okay, vamos a hacerlo one more time. Nuestro tree pose. Pero esta vez le vamos a añadir otra cosita a ver si nos ayuda un poco más con el balance. O si es un poco más de reto, whatever it is, a challenge or a validation, que estamos fuerte, lo vamos a tomar. Right foot on top of the block. Hands on hips or heart, donde sea. Sliding that left foot either on your ankle on top of the block or on the calf. The knee nice and open towards the left. And then we're going to bring our arms up. Nice and slow. High, high, high. Fingertips to the sky. Arms nice and straight. Hold it here. Hold it here. 2 breaths, 2 breaths. Muy bien. And come down. Nice and slow, nice and slow. We're going to switch sides. Shake it off and bring that left foot onto the block. Cuando estén listas, nos balanceamos. We put the foot, the flattest part, either on the block or on top with our toes, and we'll gently slide the flat up, side calf, the knees out to the right, and when you're ready, inhale those arms up, nice and high, fingertips stretched, todo activado. Stay here, 3 breaths. A lo mejor fijándonos just in one spot in front of us. Nice and strong. And gently come down. Whatever feels best for you, shake it off. ¿Cómo vamos? ¿Todos bien? We're surviving el yoga. All right, move that block out. Give yourself a little shake out. Y de aquí, we're going to walk to the top of our mats. We're going to inhale our arms up. We're going to let them fall forward and back. And on the next inhale, bring your arms up. We're going to lift our heels up to come on to our tippy toes. Gently come back down. We're going to do that a couple of more times. Inhalando, coming on to our tippy toes. Exhale, gently come back down. 2 more times. Inhale hasta arriba. Tippy toes reaching up high. Exhale, coming back down. Last time. Hasta arriba, tippy toes. Hold it here, hold it here, hold it here, hold it here, hold it here. Exhale, come down. All right, take it off. We're going to inhale one more time. Arms hasta arriba. Forward fold, hasta abajo. Let the head and neck hang. Grab onto your elbows, gently sway side to side. Let the arms fall down. Palmas al tapete. We're going to bring our left knee down, then our right, coming into our tabletop. And give yourself whatever gentle movement. De lado a lado. A veces doing gentle number 8 shapes con los shoulders y los hips. Muy bien. With your toes on the mat, your knees
hip width apart, I want you to gently come back, walking your hands towards your body, and sit on those heels. Just for 1 second. We're going to inhale, arms up, and give yourself a very gentle back bend. Very gentle, looking up, and then slowly come back down. Forward fold, palms on the mat. You're going to swing your feet to the right, hasta adelante, coming into a seated pose. Muy bien. So far, so good, right? A veces se siente como que it's so slow. I want to go fast, and then we go fast, and it's like, no, mejor slow. So ahí nos fregamos. Okay, from here, inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach for your toes or your ankles or your shins or your calves or your knees, but let your head and neck relax over your lap. Let the spine get a nice and gentle stretch. Toes a little bit active so we can stretch the back of the legs. Y despacito. Walk our hands towards our body. You're going to bend your knees and you're going to hug your legs into your heart. Bring your head towards your knees. Abrácense fuerte, fuerte. Y despacito. Let yourself go. You're going to bring yourself all the way down to the mat, and you're going to bring your knees with you. So bringing your knees with you towards your chest, ya acostaditas, hug them in nice and tight. And I want you to gently sway from side to side, para que se den un masajito in that lower back. And then coming back to a neutral spot, you're going to let your legs fall down. Feet flat on the mat y las rodillas todavía dobladas. You're going to let your knees fall out to the sides, the flat of the feet kissing. And we're going to come onto our supine butterfly, nuestra mariposa acostadita. You're going to bring your arms up and back hacia los lados, como que si fueran antenas. And you're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. With every exhale, I want you to see if you can let the knees relax just a little bit more. If you inhale, maybe noticing that stretching on the side body. Two more breaths. All right. Bring those knees back together. Maybe with your palms, you can gently guide them back up to center. Hug your knees in one more time. Muy bien. You're going to let your knees fall to the right. Bent the same way that you have them towards your chest. You're just going to let them fall to the side, and you're going to bring your arms out. Shoulder height, palms up to the sky. You could shimmy your shoulder blades towards the right to have your shoulders be as flat as they can on the mat, and you're going to bring your gaze to that left side, a los dedos izquierdos. Coming into this twist, letting your legs guide you to one side and your shoulders to the other. Perfect. Aquí nos mantenemos un ratito. . 1, And very slowly, vamos a activar el tronco. We're going to bring our knees back up to center and let them float all the way to the other side. Doing the same thing. Knees bent all the way to the left. Arms out wide, shoulder heights. But this time we're going to look at our right fingertips. Y dejando que el cuerpo se tuerza en el mero en medio, ahí donde está el ombliguito. Todas estas posturas nos ayudan con diferentes cosas. Every time we twist, we're gently massaging los órganos internos, que en torno nos ayuda with our digestive system. A lo mejor cuando lleguemos a la casa o después de clase, we can feel stuff moving. We can feel those little air bubbles. Todo esto nos ayuda por afuera y por adentro. All right, bring those knees back to center. Hug them in one last time, nice and tight. And before we come on to our Shavasana, we're going to give ourselves a happy baby. Vamos a agarrar la parte de afuera de los pies con las manos. Let the knees fall off to the sides and down. If you queremos a happy baby, just a little gentle rock from side to side. Come to a neutral spot, gently stopping. Letting the feet collapse towards the center and stretching them out. Arms on one side of the body. Palms up to the sky. Coming into our Shavasana. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. La invitación es de cerrar los ojos, if that feels good. And being present, allowing yourself to be in your breath, noticing our body wherever it may be asking for a little attention, a lo mejor las manos, a lo mejor las articulaciones, los codos, las rodillas, las caderas. Maybe it's those muscles that we gently moved today, our thighs, our calves. Two more breaths. Gently, I want you to maybe wiggle your fingertips and toes. Letting this next inhalación bring you back into your body. La invitación de mantener los ojos cerrados. And maybe giving yourself a nice big stretch, como que si estuviéramos despertando en la mañana. I want you to slowly and gently, taking your time, roll over to the left or the right and stay in a fetal pose, en una postura de feto, with maybe that underarm como almohadita, bringing the knees into your heart and just noticing a lo mejor las partes más pesadas del cuerpo que están tocando el tapete. Two more breaths. The invitation to keep the eyes closed. And when you're ready, despacito nos empezamos a sentar. We're going to come back into our Sukhasana, into our meditation pose. And we're going to close out our practice with 5 minutes of meditation. Las invito a que se acomoden en su Sukhasana con las piernas cruzadas, con la columna erguida, la coronilla hacia el cielo, and as you exhale, let the shoulders relax. Arms and hands can be wherever they feel most comfortable. In our meditation, we're going to come back to our breath, our forehead relaxed, our eyes and lips soft, y dejando que la quijada también esté relajada, a lo mejor separando la parte superior de la boca y la lengua. Con cada inhalación, our spine is nice and tall. With every exhale, our shoulders relax. And stepping into the quiet, into the stillness. No nomás el cuerpo quieto, sino la mente empezando a anclarse un poco, no dejando que los pensamientos nos lleven a otro lugar. We can notice those thoughts, but don't allow them to take us to another place. Come back to your breath. En la próxima inhalación, maybe notice your fingertips, maybe notice your toes. Maybe noticing all of the sounds around us. The different shades and shadows detrás de nuestros eyelids. Y aquí nos vamos a mantener. Sin juzgamientos. You are exactly where you need to be. Inhaling, our spine long. Our face soft. La respiración fluida.
Meditar es de disfrutar en silencio de nuestro cuerpo. Just a couple of more breaths. And slowly taking a nice deep inhale, spine long. Exhalando suavemente por la boca. 2 more times. Nice deep inhale. Slowly through parted lips. Última vez. Keeping our eyes closed, vamos a traer las manos juntas right in front of our hearts. And we're going to start to gently rub them, deslizándolas, creating some heat in between. Y observando que se caliente poquito, maybe going a little bit faster. When you feel the heat built in your palms, we're going to gently stop, bring them over our closed eyes. Noticing the darkness and all the things that come with it. And we're going to do 3 things at once, nice and slow. As we inhale, open our fingers, open our eyes, and gently bring our hands down. Despacito, no rush. La mirada hacia abajo, gently bringing it forward. Giving yourself cualquier movimiento lento to come back into our bodies. Muy bien. Nuestra práctica ha terminado y a mí me gusta terminarla con una palabra náhuatl que quiere decir gracias. Tlazocamati. Así que tlazocamati. Tlazocamati. All right. Muchas gracias, yogis. Cuando estén listas, work your way up. No rush. Todo despacito. Y si tienen comentarios, preguntas, si nomás quieren hacer búa, aquí nos quedamos un ratito. Yes. De eso se trata. Yes, you're welcome, you're welcome. Y hay wipes en esa cajita blanca que está colgada. Si por favor pueden limpiar las mats, los tapetes, para que the next person